Welcome to the Amnayalife podcast. Today we will talk about how years of English study and even a working holiday can leave you still doubting your speaking ability. What happens when the immersion dream doesn't lead to fluency, and how to finally break through. I'm your host, Jack Smith, and I'm here with Yuan, who has an incredible story to share about her English learning journey. Yuan, thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you, Jack. Honestly, this topic is so close to my own experience. I once believed that if I just went abroad, my English would automatically get fluent. But even after a full year on a working holiday, I found myself still terrified of real conversations. I want to share what actually changed things for me.
Here's the big myth. A lot of Taiwanese learners imagine that moving to an English-speaking country is a one-way ticket to confidence and fluency. But so many come back disappointed, still afraid to speak up, still thinking, I'm not good enough. Why do you think living abroad isn't always the magic solution we dream about?
I think a lot of us expect the environment to fix us. In Taiwan, I always thought, if only I could be surrounded by English, I'd be brave. But when I actually arrived in Australia, I realized I could survive daily life without truly engaging. At work, I did the safe tasks. With other Taiwanese friends, I switched back to Mandarin. The fear of making mistakes was still there, I just had a new setting.
That's spot on. The physical move is easy compared to making the emotional leap to show up in English, especially when old fears just follow you across borders.
Exactly. After a few months, I realized being immersed doesn't help if you stay in your comfort zone.
And that's the heartbreak no one advertises. If you don't address the mindset underneath, changing your environment just gives you new ways to hide.
Yes, I wish I'd known that before I left.
Before we dive deeper into Yuan's story, I want to let you know if you're struggling with the same challenges we're talking about today, there's a free class I've created that breaks down the real reasons blocking your English fluency. You can find the link in the episode description. It's going to show you exactly how to remove these blocks. Okay, Yuan, let's get into your story.
Sounds good, Jack. So, I had dreamed of going to Australia since high school. I took lots of English classes in Taiwan, passed my TOEIC, everything. When I got my working holiday visa, my friends all said, "You'll come back fluent." My first job was at a small cafe in Melbourne. I was so nervous. Every morning I'd practice saying flat white and "would you like sugar" in front of the mirror. But when customers spoke quickly or used slang, I panicked. I would just smile, nod, and escape to the kitchen whenever I could.
That's such a real scene. You can prepare the script, but the real world always brings the unexpected. When you freeze, even the simplest question can feel like a test.
Yes. And it got worse because my co-workers could tell I was shy. So, they didn't ask me many questions. And I never joined their conversations in the break room. I'd scroll my phone and message friends back home instead. After work, I mostly hung out with other Taiwanese girls. We'd complain about English together. I felt safe, but each week I realized I wasn't improving at all.
What's interesting about that is sometimes safety can slow us down. Language grows at the edge of discomfort, not in the middle of comfort.
That's exactly what happened. I once spent an entire week saying less than 5 sentences to native speakers. It was like living inside an invisible bubble.
How did you feel inside during that time?
Actually, disappointed in myself. I thought, what's the point of coming this far if I don't change? But I was scared of being laughed at. One day, an angry customer asked, "Can't you understand English?" right in front of everyone. I was so embarrassed, I almost wanted to quit and go home.
That kind of public moment can shake your confidence or sometimes wake you up. Did anything shift for you after that?
Yes, I went home and really thought about what I wanted. Being comfortable wasn't helping me, so I set a rule for myself. Every day, I had to ask at least one question to a coworker, even if it sounded dumb or simple.
That's a huge mental shift. You decided to create small risks instead of waiting for bravery to appear.
Yes. The first week was so awkward my voice shook, I blushed. Sometimes people didn't understand me, but sometimes they smiled and answered. One barista, Matt, even started teaching me slang and invited me to eat lunch with the team.
So those tiny repeated actions unlocked real relationships you didn't expect.
Exactly. I realized most people didn't care about my grammar, they just wanted connection. The more I tried, the easier it got. By the end of my working holiday, I was leading coffee tastings and joking around with regulars.
That's a dramatic shift. So even though you didn't get instant fluency, you found something better. Real courage and connection.
Yes. And I saw that immersion is more about how much you engage than where you live. When I went home, people noticed how much more confident I was, not just my accent or vocabulary.
If you could do it all again, what would you change from the start?
I'd focus less on being perfect and more on starting small, making mistakes, asking questions, getting involved, even if it felt scary.
For our listeners, can you share 3 specific things that helped you finally break through?
Of course. First, I made a habit of speaking to one new person daily, even if it was just, "How's your day?" or "What does this word mean?"
That works because it's a repeatable, simple challenge that removes the choice to hide.
Right. Second, I kept a progress journal. Every night, I'd write one thing I tried that day, even if it failed. It helped me focus on effort, not outcome.
Tracking action helps rewire your mindset from past start, fail to growth mode.
Exactly. Third, I found an English buddy, someone else on a working holiday who also wanted to improve. We promised to only speak English together twice a week, no matter how awkward.
That's great because it brings accountability and gets you practicing with someone who understands the challenge.
Yes, it helped the most on hard days. We reminded each other it's about progress, not perfection.
Yuan, your journey reminds us that speaking up, not just showing up, is what leads to real fluency. Environment alone can't create confidence. Courage has to come from within.
Thank you, Jack. I want everyone to know, you don't have to wait for a perfect moment or a magical immersion. Start where you are and take those scary small steps. That's where fluency begins.
Imagine if every learner focused on connecting instead of just surviving abroad. How many more friendships and memories could be made?
That's my hope for everyone to leave their comfort bubble and really experience life, not just language.
The world gets bigger with every conversation you dare to start, even the clumsy ones.
Exactly. Be kind to yourself. It's the journey that transforms you, not just the place you go.
Yuan, thank you so much for being here today and sharing your story with us. I know our listeners are going to find so much value in what you've shared.
Thank you for having me, Jack. I hope my experience helps someone out there.
I'm sure it will. And to everyone listening, if you want to discover the real reasons that are blocking you from speaking English fluently, click the link in this episode to watch a free class that will show you how to remove these blocks.